The New York Jets are 6-3 in the discussion for one of the best teams in the AFC. And I can't believe it.
I got no words.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to another session of Jets Therapy. One of the best Jet wins that we've seen in a very long time.
Definitely the best of the Saleh era. Like
absolutely. Oh,
hands
absolutely.
Down.
Yeah, absolutely, hands down. I mean, you beat one of the best teams in football. The Bills looked like they were going to maybe have 2 losses this season, tops 3 losses. And honestly, the crazy thing about this game is that we exposed a lot of things that I think that other teams didn't know the Bills could be exposed like they did with us. I mean, the way that we shut them down, the way that we shut Josh Allen down, we played smart. We didn't turn the ball over. I think that's the number one statistic between wins and losses is the turnover ratio.
Turnover ratio.
So we played smart. We held on the ball. Zach did all of the things that he needed to do.
Checked all
Everybody
the boxes.
was harping on him last week. He was safe with the ball. He made plays with his feet. He picked up third down and 10, third down and 3 with his
third down conversions, dude.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Third down conversions. That dude stepped up. And I think a lot of other teams are going to be watching this game and they're going to be saying, what did the Jets do that we can potentially do as well?
How can they use us as the blueprint? And not many people would say we want to use the Jets as a blueprint. So, I mean, dude, it was unreal. This defense, top 3 defense in the league. I don't think anybody's changing my mind on that. Like, Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed are the best cornerbacks in the league, the best tandem in the league for sure. And then our defensive line is just monstrous. It's shades of that Saleh 49ers defense. You know what I mean? Like, Quinnen Williams is the best defensive tackle in the league. I think we have some of the players who are within the top 5.
He might be in discussion for decent defensive player of the year by the end of the
Gardner
year.
might be in the discussion for defensive player of the year. He's a rookie.
That would be nuts.
Right? So like, dude, it's like we've got all these these pieces that Joe Douglas has brought in. And like, I think it just goes to show the testament of like how well we actually drafted this year. Like everybody, like we all thought it was a great draft and we all came out saying it was, but like we are reaping the benefits of it right now because they are all contributors, like every single one. And Michael Clemens is a sneaky contributor. So
absolutely.
It's awesome to see. I mean, you know, obviously we're missing Breece right now. But I'm so happy to see my boy Michael Carter filling those shoes, dude. Like, that makes me happy to see.
Dude, he's a different style of runner, but he is able to capitalize on his style.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows the good thing is, dude, the one thing that he said last year going into the offseason is he wanted to improve on his speed. And he is hitting the edges and he is just straight running past people.
He's got hands too.
Dude, unbelievable hands. And he's giving dudes just like a little move and he's going right by.
Slippery, yes.
Yeah.
Slippery.
I mean, the amount of times that he has hit the edge in the last 2 games and gone upfield for like 15, 20, 25 yards.
Yeah.
That dude is in James Robinson is no Breece Hall. You know, I don't want to say he's a power like Breece Hall, but I mean, he's still a little bit of a power back. He's a little smaller. He might not have the breakaway speed and the home run speed that Breece Hall has, but dude, he's able to run downhill a lot. He's able to push some guys over.
Yeah.
So those two are still a really good 1-2 punch. Breece Hall being out obviously hurts. There's no replacing a guy like that as we started to notice during his last couple games, but I think that those 2 dudes are going to be special moving forward. And then you throw Ty Johnson in every now and then, and you know, he's still able to run some dudes over. He's not washed. So it's just, this is what you wanted to see out of this team. You wanted to see a team that was kind of gelling. And to your point, man, this organization in general just has competency from all different sides, from the front office to the coaches to now the players.
Yeah.
I mean, these players, I saw Sauce Gardner. He was talking about the Patriots game. This dude hates to lose. I mean, hates to lose. He literally was like, it wasn't until Wednesday and still I started thinking about the Bills, started thinking about the next game, started getting back into practice. It wasn't until Wednesday and still I started to kind of come back into my own and I was able to get over the last loss. Dude, that's what you want. I know that there's this whole mindset of like, oh, that's in the past. We're going to move forward. dude, Sauce Gardner hates to lose. And I think that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a bunch of dudes that hate to lose, even more than they like
on them. Yeah.
And that's what's really fun. You're seeing guys that care. That's culture, dude.
Yeah.
When you have guys that lose and then don't go home like they just won the game. And dude, that starts with having enough young guys on your team. Because when you have a bunch of 28, 32-year-olds on the team that have been there and done that, you start to not care about losing.
Yeah, yeah.
What we have right now are just dudes, they only know how to win. And you're seeing that on the field. And when they lose, they take it to heart and they don't want to lose again.
Yeah. I mean, again, you think about it, like, I think what is there only, I don't know, look at the roster 4 years ago. I think there's only 2 players on the current roster that were on that team. I think Quinnen is one of them. And he's arguably our best player.
Now our best player. That's wild.
We have, just phenomenal playmakers littered across this roster. And the speed that it happens that it happened again is a testament to that front office and Joe Douglas, dude. So, and the coaching from Saleh and Ulbrich. I mean, 4 weeks ago, we wanted to fire Ulbrich. So, I mean, I was one who was very skeptical, and you know what? We need to keep him now because he's
exactly
working that magic. So
that's what's been so crazy. This has been such a polarizing year from
unreal.
So many different aspects. I mean, and that's what we have to try to do is just like, especially as Jet fans, because why I love Jet fans so much, dude. Because, dude, we love this.
We're emotional.
Dude, we are so emotional and we love this team. I mean, I feel like we're so different. I think there's only a few organizations in all of football that are like the New York Jets. I don't see that with the Giants, even though they're playing in New York.
Yeah.
The Jets fan base, dude, they're insane. They're nuts. They love this. They love this team so much that when you lose, that it hurts so badly that they act out and they want you off the team and they want you gone. And then when you win, they love you so much and you are the best. And we're going to help you.
We're out there building statues.
No other organization is like that. The Bills are not even like that. I mean, I forget who I was watching the other day. And they said when Josh Allen was going through all of his struggles and he wasn't looking like he was going to be the guy, the Bills were like, let's just give him time. Let's just try to figure it out. He just needs it. Dude, we're ripping people's heads off because we want to win so badly. We love this team. We want to see this win. And that's kind of what's cool about this fan base and just about seeing this team start to win.
It's cool, but it's also not cool.
Because if we lose against the Patriots, which I think that we're going to win handedly, I think we're going to win by 14 points. If we lose the Patriots and Zach Wilson doesn't play well, it's back to the drawing board, baby. Who's in that draft?
Dude,
who's playing well?
We'll go into our gas and our break here in just a minute, but it's because this is going to kind of let's start with that actually, because this is my break. So let's start with our break and then we'll do our gas next. Huh?
Okay.
All right. So my break is Jet fans in a way, is the way that we're so quick and so emotional. Like, dude, think about the quarterbacks who struggle against the Patriots, right? Or who have struggled. All of us, like we as the Jet organization we haven't won in 13 games against the Patriots, something like that. Sam Darnold was like that. Josh Allen struggled. And then when we tried to say, oh, Josh Allen, when people try to say, oh, Josh Allen struggled against the Patriots, everybody's like, stop comparing Zach Wilson to Josh Allen. And then Josh Allen comes out in an interview. He's like, dude, I know where Zach's been. I played the Patriots and I played my worst game. And everybody's like, oh, okay, let's compare him to Josh Allen now.
So true. True.
It's so back and forth. You got to pick through and it's like
people are just
like
looking
peer
for
reviewing
stories.
an article, finding good research. You got to sift through all the
there's
YouTube
so much
videos.
90% of what you read on the Jets is BS.
Yeah.
Literally. People just don't know what they're talking about. It's the Brady Quinns of the world, dude.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
What a clown.
Right?
What a clown that guy is. I want to point out, I don't like to call people out, but when you're wrong, you need to own up to when you're wrong. And that dude tried weaseling his way out of it.
He tried to say he was misquoted.
He literally said, I see this team going 0-9, maybe 1-8, and I see them looking for a new quarterback at the bye. That's just what it's going to be. And then Bart Scott
called him out.
Was it Bart Scott? I think it was Bart Scott called him out. And he was like, whoa. That's not what I said. I said they wouldn't be favored. No, you didn't. And thank God we have the Jets fans that we do that are 100% calling him out on what he said,
Yeah,
because that is just there, and there are people like that out there, man. But
it's phenomenal.
All
right, what's your break?
Yeah, I'm with you on some Jets fans. You just need to, man, you need to trust the process a little bit, just a little bit,
just a little bit,
because I've always believed in Zach Wilson. But so my break, I guess it's not even a break. It's just, you would love to see this offense put up 38 points, every now and then, but
we dropped 40 against the Dolphins.
Yeah, exactly. They have the ability to do it every now and then. Now, Dolphins defense kind of stinks a little bit, but so you would like to just see them maybe put up a lot of points versus a really good team, but that's for looking for something to go wrong.
Yeah. I understand that.
The only thing that I really walked away from this game where I was like, the Jets played really, really, really well, and the Bills played really, really, really poorly. But was that the Jets defense kind of suffocating them? Was Josh Allen playing poorly? Or was it truly the Jets defense and the pressure that we were putting on them?
Stefon Diggs was going off in that first half.
He was. And Sauce Gardner, but when you have players like Sauce Gardner, the dude adjusts and he's able to make plays. So my break is really not a break. I'm grasping at straws to find something that was wrong with this game. Yeah, I'm just trying to find something, but
yeah, no, I get that. I mean, yeah, I'd like to see another drop. Like, I'd like to see us drop 40 again. I'd love to see it against the Patriots in 2 weeks, but you never know.
I think we do.
That's going to be tough.
I think we win handily. Give me your gas, though. What did you love from this game?
My gas is just this defense, man. I'm going to pick it for my gas probably every week until
man, why not?
Until they don't deserve it. But they shut down the Bills in the second half. Like, they scored their points in the first half, and then they scored a field goal in the second half, and that was it. Right. So, dude, this defense is a top defense in the league right now. And
might be number one.
I think they might be number one. I agree with that.
There's no holes. There's literally no holes anywhere.
The depth maybe can be a little worrisome at like linebacker depth, but I mean, the rotation.
CJ Mosley goes out.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
Quan comes right in and fills that.
And I mean, we see Rankins just got hurt, but that then gives some of those younger guys like JFM and Huff to move outside and maybe move somebody else inside, move JFM in a little bit more. I don't know, but dude, yeah, the defense is just so good. Like, they're,
unbelievable.
So I'm excited to see, in 2 weeks against the Patriots. And then again, some of those other teams at the end of the season that we thought weren't going to be that good, but now they're showing up. So we'll see.
Yeah. I would say that my gas in this game is Zach Wilson. I mean, he came back and completely proved everybody wrong. He obviously didn't and I think that as much as he says, well, I don't let that stuff affect me, I don't read any of the news. Look, he's 22 years old or whatever it is. I think he reads some things, and I think he was able to use it as fuel. He didn't let it break him down. What's exciting about him more than any other quarterback we've ever had is the potential. Right now, he's playing within a certain scheme where he could throw for 150 yards and beat the Bills.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that is exciting because we know he can throw for 400 yards. I truly believe that. You see some of the passes this guy throws, and you're like, there's like 4 quarterbacks in the NFL that can make that.
So many different arm angles. Like after rewatching things, like down low, like sidearm, like so many different arm angles. And like, to your point, like, he was crisp. Where like I think other games this year we've seen a few off or up or in the dirt, and like I think there were a few of those, but most were like on point. I think he career high in percentage. I think 72% passes completed. So like,
and is his best game ever from that perspective.
Bullets into the hands of the receivers. And then again, like, he was smart. He used his legs when he had the opportunities, and it was a very, very good game from him. So
totally agree. And a lot of people are comparing this Jets team to the Mark Sanchez, Rex Ryan Jets team. But here's the difference. And this is really my gas, is Zach Wilson is so much better than Mark Sanchez could ever be.
Yeah.
Like these are the two things. They're almost the opposites in this way, but it's a positive. So I think that the thing that Zach Wilson is missing is just touch. He really doesn't have, he hasn't learned that NFL touch right now. Dude, he throws just bullets from 6 yards away, 7 yards away. He will throw an absolute as hard as he can on like a 8-yard slant across the middle. Yeah. Where sometimes you just don't need to do that. Well, I think he just is like, dude, I'm just gonna, because he can do it. I understand, but sometimes you don't have to.
Yeah.
So that a little bit of touch on a ball goes a long way. And if he starts to learn that, he literally, I feel that he can be a top 5 QB in the NFL.
Those are big words, Dan.
And I absolutely think that he can. And he's proving that because he's now proving that he can play within a scheme.
Yeah.
He can throw for 190 yards and win games. But I think that if they call on him to be that dude, he is going to learn how to do that, because with time comes feel, and with feel comes touch. Ooh. Where Mark Sanchez, you like that little thing? Where with Sanchez, he never was going to be a top QB in the NFL. He was limited by his physical abilities, just simply as that. Where Wilson, dude, sky's the limit for this dude. He can run with his legs. He can make dudes miss. He's figuring it out. You can see it game by game. You can see little things like, how did he do that? How did he do that?
Yeah.
And like, but it's been in little pockets. Over time, he's going to learn how to put all those things together, and he's going to be dangerous, man. So I'm excited for him.
Dude, I think Garrett Wilson, man, is establishing himself as our wide receiver 1. Like, as a rookie, unbelievable hands and movement. And again, like you said, they want to win. We got culture guys that want to win. Like he dove for that fumble and lost his helmet and like just didn't even care.
That was ridiculous, dude. That could have been like a touchdown almost if he made like one guy miss and then he fumbles and you're like, this is the most jet thing I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly.
Why is he like thing. No one was there was nobody back there. And Zach Wilson never blocks anybody when he runs out. He never blocks a person. He goes out for a pass or whatever. He doesn't touch.
Z-Dub don't need to block.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Z-Dub don't need to block.
But yeah, he is super exciting. And this is what I'm going to say about Elijah Moore. I'm going to make a video about this week.
Oh,
what's happening with Elijah Moore with all of this BS that he put the team through, and really, who cares about the media? Who cares about the fans? It's about the team.
Yeah.
And he put the team through some torment with this whole ridiculous I want to be traded thing after making it seem like he's a team guy. Yeah, and then he comes back and says, I want to get traded because I didn't get enough targets, even though you're running the most routes out of anybody on the team. All right. So, and you're winning games. He is being forced to prove that he's a team guy right now.
Yeah.
He's on the field. He played a lot more than he did last week. They're actually allowing him to play in the slot. He led snaps in the slot position.
Okay.
Garrett Wilson is now being thrown on the outside, what everybody wanted to see. Elijah Moore's in the slot. They are showing him what he can be, but they are simply saying, because of what you just did, we are going to punish you.
Yeah.
Like, you are not going to get the targets. And I think Zach Wilson knows that too.
Yeah.
And I don't think Wilson liked this whole thing, because Wilson came out, Zach came out, and he was like, look, we love Elijah.
Yeah.
He's going to be amazing on this team. He is going to be a force on this team. I got his back. And then when they asked Elijah Moore about Zach Wilson, he went, I don't know. I don't get the ball.
I don't get the ball.
Well, hey, buddy, maybe don't be immature enough to realize that they're asking about your chemistry with him. Talk about your relationship with him, that you got his back, that I'm going to do everything I can to win this game. And we are winning games. And, I made a little bit of
Zach and Elijah. That's what they want.
What's that?
Little story about Zach and Elijah. That's it.
They do. And you see Elijah Moore, is he faking it? He's kind of turning a corner here where you see him like, I actually saw, so he had 0 targets. I saw it was Quincy Williams made a huge hit on somebody, and he was the first guy off of the sideline. He got in Quincy's face and he was like, let's go. And, you hope it's authentic, but what do you know?
Hope so. I mean, he's a talented guy. I don't think anybody's questioning his talent. I think it's the question was, what have you? They don't question his talents. They question his his resume. You know what I mean? Like, what have you done to deserve that trade? Like,
yeah, it was just a ridiculous
potential. But I think he's getting young. The Denzel Mims treatment, but he's two times the player Mims is.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
better. He's better, so he needs to be on the field. But hey,
getting on the
Mims,
field.
we don't even.
One positive thing that is coming out of this is the Denzel Mims season, baby. Like
he only had one catch,
but it was a clutch catch. Like
it was maybe the biggest catch of the game.
Yeah, that third was it 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.
And what a bullet by Zach, dude, placed perfectly.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, and Zach had admits to him early on, Zach throws different balls to Mims. He knows that he's tall. He knows he's got length. He knows he can put it up a little higher, and he's utilizing that. So that's really fun.
I love it. I love seeing Mims get the chance. So yeah, once Corey Davis comes back, that's 4. Braxton Berrios 5. Very capable receivers. Dude. So it's going to be a scary, scary end of the season for us, I think. So
in a good way.
In a good way. Finally.
In a good way.
In a good way. Yeah.
All right. Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're going to be breaking down just kind of maybe some day-to-day news here throughout the next couple of weeks, since we don't have the Pats until
bye-week special.
Yeah. We'll do a little special. We should kind of go back and maybe talk about our projections, because if anybody, I had 6-3, Gordon had 5-4 at the bye. So pretty fun. Now, I did not have the picks correct, but I had the
only thing I think you did is the last 2 games here. I think you had us beating the Patriots but losing to the Bills. So, but hey, 6-3, 6-3.
It was close. Yeah. It was
if you ask anybody else but us, they probably didn't think we were getting there. So
right. Exactly. Yeah. I saw there was Green Bean, who's a big Jets YouTuber who I love, who's actually out of Virginia Beach that I didn't know. He was like, nobody had us at 6-3. I sent him a little message. I was like, a couple of us have at 6-3.
I tweeted our video onto Rich Kamini, I think today. He's like, Saleh said, like, even the most optimistic Jets fans wouldn't have had us at 6-3. I was like, Saleh must not watch Jets Therapy.
I don't understand why he doesn't follow this channel, but
I don't know.
It's okay. One day.
Bob. Hit subscribe.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Bob.
All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see y'all in hopefully a few days here.
JETS.
Jets.